crop side, but also for reducing the amount of resources that we use. On the productivity side,
the demand for labor for those larger farms probably is significant, and AI can assist in that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a big potential there.
Mason Earls is a professor at UC Davis, specializing in using artificial intelligence to gain insight into plant biology and sustainable agriculture. The objective of your work is to try to integrate AI into already existing systems. How does that work?
So one of the big things that I specifically focus on, and we work at the AI Institute for Food Systems, is trying to say, how can AI make an impact in agriculture and food systems across the board?
The AI Institute for Next Generation Food Systems is funded through a grant from the USDA Institute of Food and Agriculture.
What our vision is how can we have a healthier society and a more sustainable planet.
Elias Togopoulos is director of the Institute. He works alongside Earls and other researchers to study how artificial intelligence can be used across the food system.
We do more with less. It is empowering and it is increasing the productivity of existing workers.
Most recent data shows 41% of farmers reported labor shortages. That's a 27% increase over the previous 4 years. The trend is expected to continue. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects a 2% decline over the next 10 years, despite the number of job openings remaining consistent.
That's a big issue. That is true. AI is doing two things. One is making businesses more productive, and the second is to accelerate innovation. It accelerates innovation by actually focusing on what matters versus what's out there.
According to a USDA study, 27% of farmers are using emerging technologies. Investment of artificial intelligence is expected to grow across the agriculture industry from $2 billion this year to more than $5 billion in 2028. The thing with AI is that it learns itself, and there are other maybe uses for AI with agriculture and farming that we have yet to tap into, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's one of the powers of AI is that it can process a massive amount of data in a very short amount of time and achieve really high performance in pattern recognition.
Researchers are looking into how AI hardware, such as sensors or robotics, can better gather data in the field. What are some of the most successful uses you've seen of artificial intelligence in the agriculture field?
I think some of the big ones that I've seen, which I think have huge potential, are making impacts across the board, are focused on, for example, identifying potential health risks of plants and actually doing something about those.
Software helps growers decide where to apply fertilizer or when to harvest.
There's great examples out there of being able to process millions of images within the course of every hour to identify where there might be damage due to weeds, presence of weeds or disease or pests.
One USDA project at the University of Arkansas is looking at using virtual reality to process poultry. Researchers will study whether robots can be used to do the work remotely while workers control the devices virtually.
The question there is, how can you make this technology even more cost-effective and even more practical? Which is always a challenge.
Controlled environments or indoor farming can also be costly, especially when it comes to the initial investment and high energy demand. Some studies have shown higher crop yields are possible with less weather-related challenges and the ability to grow year-round.
We see in the future more data being generated, more tools being available, easier, much less expensive in terms of AI tools.
And you think this is happening fast?
I think there's places where it's happening fast. I think there's places where we can continue to develop. Controlled environment ag has received a lot of input on the investments on the ag tech side in the last 3 to 5 years.
The USDA recently broke ground on a project at Cornell University to research grape production. The National Grape Improvement Center will help scientists study climate-adaptable grape varieties and management strategies for growers. What can we learn from projects like that?
So AI has the real potential to help us understand how to regulate those types of indoor climates so that it can optimize the output, so the yield or the nutritional quality or the health effects of those different crops right in your backyard.
So if you're cooking Thanksgiving dinner, AI can help you there too. Some applications can help convert recipes to accommodate larger groups. It can help change recipes based on ingredient substitutions or Set a budget for your meal. The future of Thanksgiving. We'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Brad. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well.